Hello YouTube friends and followers and Mercedes ML500, Mercedes ML320 enthusiasts. So here's an update on the parking brakes. I probably have 20 hours in this project. I spent about 4 hours today trying to figure these brakes out, to put them back together, and I finally got them back together. What stumped me was these brakes are a floating system, and I kept thinking that the brake pads right here had to touch the little bevel right there, but the brake pads do not need to touch this bevel. They're floating. So once that's encountered or figured out, you can just kind of throw this thing together. I found for this bottom pin down here, I wedged a board. I took this board here, and I wedged it down behind the wheel. If I can get the camera to do this, I put the board down into here to hold that pin steady to get the clips back on. So, but the really good news is this: the brake adjuster under the drive shaft is finicky. When I was all done with this thing, I tried to reset the adjuster to get it back down to where it should go when the brakes are changed, and it wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't move. It was jammed. So I found that you have to take the pressure off of the brake adjuster first. And to do that, I just jammed some wood in here, and you can see now the actual motion translator that translates motion going this way from the brake cables to motion going up for the brake pads. That translator, I took the load off it, and so on this wheel the load's been taken off and the cable's slack. And this wheel's the same way. I took the load off that motion translator, and now the cables are slack at the adjuster. And so the real holy grail is taking this 5mm wrench, because you really want that adjuster to work. That adjuster under the car will save you so much trouble, because it will self-adjust the slack for you, and you don't have to do the little star wheel a whole lot. So you really want to get this right. So let's go back under here again, and I know I got like 5 videos in this darn thing, but here's number 6 or 7 or something. But now I got under here again, and let's find that darn thing again under here with the camera. Okay, there it is. So there's the evil brake adjuster. This thing's actually really well done. It's actually a marvel of technology. It's so well done, it's unbelievable. Anyway, there it sits. So once these, so when the cables when the cables have tension on them from the springs, from the brake springs on the brake shoes, you can't turn this thing to reset it. You can't do anything with it. So you want to take slack off that cable and that cable. And the only way to get slack off the cables is to put those wood shims in like I did, and take the slack off the motion translators. So with that said, I was able then to turn this thing and slide it back. And of course, you know, once you slide it back, you're good to go for adjusting. So that was the whole secret. And now what's really great for me and for you is that you can drive your car and you won't have to worry about getting under there and fiddling with the star wheels when your parking brake goes slack. This will keep it at optimum performance for a while. Of course, your parking brake never really gets anywhere unless you leave it on. I replaced the light that is used when you do leave it on, so I could demo again how to do this since I have the thing slack. Having camera trouble again as usual. Let me get this thing on here. Okay, I have the wrench on here finally. I need to put the light back on my head because I can't show you this thing. Okay, sorry about the wait. Light back on head, and here we have a wide angle of beam of light that should show this thing eventually here, once I find it. So anyway, yeah, this is not the most professional video, but I think this information I'm providing you is very valuable. So there's the adjuster again. And with the slack off the cables, even though I have the brake shoes on now, and the motion translators are installed and all that stuff's in there, we can definitely turn this thing now and be done with it. So I already have it down where I want it. I'm turning it just for the video for you. It shouldn't matter if I do it again. I'm really having trouble getting the camera down here today. Okay, well, anyway, there's the wrench in it. Yeah, I really can't get light on this thing today. It's not working out. I use an iPhone 7 for a camera down here, and I need an independent light source. Anyway, I have the wrench on this thing and it's moving, so I know I'm succeeding here. Let me try and get the light on it again. Okay, there it is. Light's too bright. Let's wide angle it. So yeah, the iPhone doesn't like a bright light on something. It likes distributed light. So there we go. Okay, there's the thing finally. And you can see my wrench is in it still, hanging there from gravity or whatever. So now let's see if we can turn this thing. Yeah, see now it turns with the slack off. And you can push the cables back. Of course I'm not showing you that because the camera won't work. But you can push the cables back and get this thing adjusted. So sorry I can't get this video for you. I just can't get the video to work with me working on it. But anyway, you get the idea. You want to turn that thing counterclockwise. Push the cables back, and you want to have this thing toward the back. So you see where the Allen wrench is and the slot's toward the back of the vehicle. That's how you want it. And then you start adjusting your star wheels on your brakes. The star wheels, you adjust them until it's tight through the lug nut holes, and you back them off 10, and your brake should be done. This thing up here will adjust the rest of the way. This thing will go click, 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 click when it adjusts, so you know it's working. You can see my other videos for that. So thanks for watching now. And I hope this brake works because I got a pass inspection here in Massachusetts. Have a good day.